Hi everyone, it's Carol here, and in this video I'd like to show you how to make this little flower. Now I've done a 5-petaled flower. You can make more or less petals, and the way you do that is you just change the number that you have in the starting circle, but I'll show you that as we go along. I have left the ends here so that if we wanted to tie it onto something, we could use the ends. But obviously quite often you would just sew your ends in. So I'm going to start off with a centre of white this time instead of the sort of turquoisey blue I've got here, and show you how I made this. It's 2 different stitches. We've got a half treble, and the second stitch is something that I haven't demonstrated before for you. It's a double treble, but it's where you join 2 of those double trebles together. So it's called a double treble 2 together, which I'll explain as we go along. Now I'm going to do a magic circle, which is my normal starting point for something in the round, but you don't have to do the magic circle. If you'd rather do a chain of 4 or 5, you can do that and work into the center of your chain. But I'll show my magic circle for anyone who wants to try this. I just create a loop with the yarn. I drop the long end to the back of the loop, insert my hook from the front and pull that loop up. Now this is where you need 3 pairs of hands, because what we want to do next is yarn over and pull through to make a chain in that loop that I've just pulled up through the circle. Once you've done that, your circle is much more stable. You can see I can let go of it now and it's not going to fall apart. And then I'm going to work into the center of that circle, and I'm going to work around the short end as well, as that end is the bit that allows us to pull the circle tight. Now I'm going to start with 10 half trebles. I'm using 10 because my petals are made up of using 2 stitches for each petal, so I'll have 5 petals in total. Half treble is to yarn over, then insert my hook into the center of the magic circle and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on my hook. So that's a half treble. It's my first one, so I'll repeat that. Yarn over, insert your hook into the center of the circle and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. Here we go again. Yarn over, insert your hook into the center of the circle and pull up a loop. Yarn over again and pull through all 3. And you can see that I've got 3 half trebles there, and I'm going to continue until I've got 10. So this is number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, 8, 9, and I'm just about to do number 10. You can see that at the short end, I've still got my circle, the short end's getting less and less. That's the end that we use to pull the circle tight. So I'm not going to pull it completely tight yet, but you can see how I've tightened the circle up there. So I'll yarn over, insert my hook, pull up a loop and pull through all 3. I'll pull that a little bit tighter, and I just want to check that I've got the right number. So starting from the loop that I've got left, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I now want to change colour. I'm going to put my petals in a slightly different colour. So I'm going to insert my hook into the very first stitch and bring in the new colour. And all you need to do to join the colour, the changed colour, is yarn over your hook with a new colour, pull it through both loops, so you're doing a slip stitch basically. If I pull the white one tight, and I pull the mustardy yellow one tight. That's all we need to do. I'm going to chain one just to secure it so I can show you. And when we are finished, we can darn this end in. So you don't need to put a knot or anything. You can just do a straightforward slip stitch and then start doing your chains. I'm going to show you what this is going to look like. So each of these petals, it's made up of starting chain. So I've got a chain here, and I'm going to do a chain of 4. Then I'm going to do a double treble, 2 together. So these 2 stitches here, this is a double treble. So I've done one double treble, another double treble, but I've joined them together. And I've done all of that in one stitch. Then I'm going to do the same thing again the other way around. I'm going to do a double treble together, which I'll show you, and then chain 4 and slip stitch at the base to join the chain of 4, and you work the same thing all the way around. So the way we start that then is I need a chain of 4. I've already done one chain, so I'm going to continue 2, 3 and 4, and then we're going to do the double treble 2 together. A double treble is wrap your yarn round twice, round the hook twice. We're going to go into the same space that we did our slip stitch to join the circle. So insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through just the first 2 loops on the hook. Then yarn over again and pull through the next 2 loops on the hook. So you've got 2 left. Now we're going to yarn over twice for our second double treble. Insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and you've got 3 loops on your hook. Then we yarn over and pull through all 3. So we've got a chain of 4, a double treble, and we've joined them all together at the top there. So we'll repeat that in the next stitch, but we'll do it in reverse. So we're going to do a double treble, yarn over twice, and then into the next stitch we'll pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. Got 2 left. I'm going to do another double treble, yarn over twice, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we've got 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3. And now we do our chain of 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we'll go into the same space, the base of those double trebles, insert your hook, pull up a loop and pull it straight through the end of your chain of 4 as well. So we've joined the 2 chains, the 4 chains at the very bottom of our stitch. So to go on to the next one, we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. Now this might be a little bit hard to find, you might miss this, so make sure you're careful when you look for your next stitch. That's the one we've just used, and this is the next one. And we're going to insert the hook, pull up a loop and pull it all the way through. Now we chain our 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we'll do our double trebles, yarn over twice, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we've got 2 loops left. Yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. We've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So that's the first part of our petal, and we're going to do that again. Yarn over twice, and then look for your next space, your next stitch. Insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Let's do another double treble, so yarn over twice, insert into the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through twice, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through another 2. We've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3, and then we'll do our 4 chains to finish that petal. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then in the same space, insert your hook and do a slip stitch, so you pull up a loop and pull straight through. Tighten that up a little bit, and then find the next stitch, insert your hook and another slip stitch, pull a loop straight through and do your chain of 4. So I'll just carry on like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll show you what we do right at the end. So that's the first half of the petal, and I'm doing the second half. So this is another double treble, two of those, and then join them together, and then do your final 4 chain. Slip stitch to join to the center, slip stitch into your next, and be careful looking for this hole, this next stitch, slip stitch into there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the first half of the petal. In the second half we do our first double treble and the second double treble. It's a mouthful that, isn't it? And then join the 3 loops together, and then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch to the base of that stitch. Now we've got 2 stitches left, 1, 2, so I'm going to slip stitch into the first one, chain 4, and then our double treble, another double treble, and then join that together. Then we'll start on final part of the petal, our first double treble, and then our second one, join them together, and then chain 4. And then we go into the base of the stitch and pull our slip stitch through, and then we're just going to join it by going into the space at the base of our very first petal. So that's the space there. So insert your hook, pull up a loop and pull it straight through, and then I'm going to just elongate that a little bit, and I'll cut that off and pull it through. But you can see I pull my little tail here, I can bring the center circle quite tight, and then you can see all the little petals around the edge. This one looks a little bit bigger. The petals look quite big because this yarn is slightly bigger than the one I used in my first example. I think you get the idea there. Okay, thank you for watching.